Why Roman Reigns confronted WWE star at an airport. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE Family Latest News Update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Not everyone in the company is privy to flying in private jets. Most of the top individuals from management and specific superstars have the benefit of it. Most of the WWE superstars travel at their own expense, such as for hotel bookings, ground travel, among others. The OTC once asked a fellow superstar to stop whining about it or have it written in their contract. Carl Anderson had an interesting story to share about Roman Reigns during his appearance on Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw about the OTC asking a fellow superstar to stop complaining about flights. I remember one time we were on a flight with Roman one time, and somebody was about a flight. And Roman literally said it at the baggage claim. He goes, either get it written into your contract or quit. And it was like, yeah, good point, Roman. Reportedly, Roman Reigns began traveling in a private jet owing to his health issues. More often than not, he travels to the destination, works the match at the premium live event, and immediately returns. Back in October 2017, Jimmy Jacobs was unceremoniously fired by WWE after spending a little over 2 years with the company. His surprise departure came after he shared a photo of himself with the Bullet Club outside of where Monday Night Raw was being held as part of a skit for being the Elite. After being let go, Jacobs resumed his in-ring career and went on to hold positions on the creative team in both TNA and AEW. He reportedly left the latter in October 2024. During an appearance on Café de Renee, Jacobs reflected on his time with WWE and his blunt departure. He explained that while he had a difficult time working for Vince McMahon, Roman Reigns asked him to become his personal writer shortly before he left. I had a difficult time working for Vince McMahon. I just wanted to be able to play. I didn't get fired because I was bad at my job. The last 2 things I was working on SmackDown, it was Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon, and on Raw, it was John Cena and Roman Reigns. And after that, John Cena, Roman Reigns story. Roman came up to me and wanted me to be his writer moving forward. And I'm not saying that I didn't get fired because I was bad at my job. And there's a part of me that kind of resented Vince for not seeing it, maybe. He thought I was just a weirdo, and I think the other people around me saw my value and kind of he didn't, and so I acted out like a child and I got fired. And when I got fired, I was relieved. It's been reported that Reigns' name has been repeatedly brought up backstage in recent weeks, and there's an expectation that he'll be back in the fold around SummerSlam. Reigns has come in for increasing criticism from fans in recent times due to his ever lighter WWE schedule despite being one of the company's biggest stars. The former world champion has wrestled just 20 matches in the last 2.5 years. WWE has an impressive talent roster, including stars like Roman Reigns, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and many more. AEW also has an equally impressive talent pool, having signed names like Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay, and others. In the past 6 years, All Elite Wrestling has emerged as a viable alternative to WWE. The Jacksonville-based promotion has produced several memorable moments since its inception, allowing the company to accumulate a loyal fan base. While Tony Khan is known for pulling off surprises, there are certain things that even he may not be able to accomplish. From signing a megastar to the return of a controversial figure, a number of things might never transpire in AEW. In this article, let's look at 3 things that are nearly impossible to happen in All Elite Wrestling. Following a controversial exit from AEW, CM Punk rejoined WWE in November 2023. The Best in the World's run in the Stamford-based promotion has been a massive hit so far. The Voice of the Voiceless also headlined Night 1 of WrestleMania this year, alongside Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. CM Punk seems to be in a very happy place, and there seems to be no reason for him to go back to All Elite Wrestling. The straight-edge superstar was once a massive draw for the Tony Khan-led company. However, his run in AEW ended on a sour note, as he burnt bridges with the Elite, Hangman Page, Jack Perry, and Tony Khan. It seems highly unlikely for Punk to step foot in All Elite Wrestling again. CM Punk's second inning in OO has been a blockbuster, as he has gotten to work with stars like Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Drew McIntyre. The Second City Saint is currently 46 years old, and he is likely to finish off his career in the sports entertainment juggernaut. Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes left the wrestling world stunned by leaving AEW in early 2022. The American Nightmare joined WWE at WrestleMania 38, and he has gone on to become the company's biggest babyface since then. The 40-year-old has had several iconic rivalries with stars such as Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens since coming back to WWE. The American Nightmare's feud with the original Tribal Chief culminated at WrestleMania 40, where he pinned Roman Reigns to become the undisputed WWE champion. Cody Rhodes has seamlessly transitioned into the biggest babyface of WWE Rise. Having become the new face of the Stamford-based promotion, it seems rather unlikely that Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes would ever return to AEW. Cody and Brandi played a massive role in building AEW from scratch. The American Nightmare remained an asset to Tony Khan in the 3 years he remained with the promotion. However, Kama Rhodes has been positioned as the new John Cena of WWE, and it does not seem to be changing anytime soon. AEW also seems to have moved on from him, and the two sides are unlikely to work together ever again. Roman Reigns is one of the most popular stars on the WWE roster. The head of the table has arguably been the most influential figure in the company since 2015. The OTC is one of the highest-paid stars in the promotion and is constantly featured in major storylines. Roman Reigns remained a world champion in WWE for 16 days before dropping the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. If AEW ever manages to sign Roman Reigns, it will change the landscape of pro wrestling forever. However, that scenario is unlikely to transpire. The only Tribal Chief has been a loyal asset to WWE for years, and he has always been pushed as a top star. Moreover, Reigns has switched to a schedule with a lesser workload over the past 2 years. The OTC has hinted toward moving to Hollywood in the past, possibly confirming that he only has a few years left in the wrestling business. Instead of joining AEW for a final run, Roman Reigns may choose to remain with WWE till the end of his career. While testing himself against some of the best pro wrestlers in the world would have been enticing, Reigns' loyalty toward WWE and his acting aspirations make a possible move to AEW impossible. WWE icon Roman Reigns and his wife, Galina Becker, are said to have expanded their family with the arrival of their 6th child. The news surfaced during a Quanda session on WrestleVotes, where host Joe Lowry casually shared the update, saying, "By the way, congratulations to Roman Reigns. He just had another baby. Good stuff there." While the couple has yet to make an official announcement on social media or through a press release, the report has already sparked excitement among fans. Reigns, who married Galina, a Canadian-born fitness model, in 2014, is known for keeping his personal life mostly private. The couple has previously welcomed 5 children together. This joyful news comes as Roman Reigns continues his break from professional wrestling, following his high-profile loss to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, where he dropped his Universal Championship title. As fans await his return to the ring, many are now celebrating this new chapter in the wrestler's personal life. In other news, Nigerian singer Ricardo Banks has stirred conversations online after revealing he's no longer sure about getting married to his partner. This comes just months after he had confidently stated his intention to settle down. In a recent interview clip shared by TVC, Ricardo was asked about his wedding plans, but his response took many by surprise. He said, "We are not getting married yet. I'm just in a place where, we are going." The vague answer left many fans wondering what may have changed between the couple. The singer, who recently welcomed a child with his partner, had previously been vocal about taking their relationship to the next level. His new stance has sparked mixed reactions online, with some fans expressing disappointment, while others urged him to take his time and do what's best for him. While it's unclear what might have influenced his change of heart, Ricardo's comments have once again brought celebrity relationships into the spotlight, with many followers eager to see how things unfold. With SummerSlam just 4 weeks ago, one of the massive names expected to be on the show but hasn't been seen since WrestleMania weekend is the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. This has raised questions about whether he will have a match at SummerSlam or make a return at the show, possibly during or after the main event match. Much like he did last year, Reigns was, of course, pinned by Seth Rollins in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania in a triple threat match also involving CM Punk, after a betrayal at the hands of Paul Heyman. On the Raw that followed, both men were taken out by Rollins and his new enforcer, Braun Breaker. While Punk, alongside OG Bloodline guys Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, has been a part of the resistance against Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. The OTC is still nursing its wounds. This makes it clear that if Reigns returns in time to build for a match at SummerSlam, he will target Rollins and Breaker, setting up a match with either of them for the PLE. However, something unfortunate might be in store for the Tribal Chief at SummerSlam. In August, the head of the table is scheduled to begin filming for the upcoming Street Fighter movie, alongside his former rival, Cody Rhodes. Therefore, he will need to be taken off TV immediately after SummerSlam. An injury angle seems to be the most likely to write off TV again. Whether Reigns faces Rollins or Breaker, the latter being more likely due to the Seth Rollins-CM Punk feud, the difference maker might prove to be Bronson Reed, who could appear during or after the match to injure Roman Reigns. Bronson and Braun laying waste to Reigns would be some sight to behold. Much like he did to Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed could brutalize Roman Reigns with Tsunami after Tsunami, Reed, and Reigns were, of course, on opposite sides at Survivor Series War Games 2024, as part of the Bootleg Bloodline and the OG Bloodline. These developments could also prompt Jey Uso and/or Sami Zayn to continue fighting off Rollins' company, now on behalf of Reigns over the following weeks, setting up the OG Bloodline's reunion after Roman Reigns returns from filming for the Street Fighter movie. All of this could potentially lead to one of the biggest matches of this decade. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk is expected to be one of the main events of SummerSlam, with the match possibly even being contested for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is expected to wrap up the year-long feud between the two men. Rollins may then move on to Roman Reigns, with both men possibly set for a clash at WrestleMania. 4-2. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins remains one of the biggest matches WWE can do right now. Despite simmering tensions that have been perennial and occasionally burst out, they haven't had a proper singles match that ended cleanly in almost 9 years. As surprising as that is, Rollins was the only person, besides Cody Rhodes, of course, to have defeated Reigns in a one-on-one match during the 1,316-day undisputed championship reign. Seth Rollins' win at the Royal Rumble 2022 PLE came via DQ after he mentally broke Reigns to the point that an incensed Reigns started a vicious assault on him with a steel chair. This remains the last time they both went one-on-one, with the steel chair having always been a major symbol in all their conflicts in a callback to the moment that changed the course of professional wrestling.